So Rahul, please tell me about yourself.
Okay. So my name is Rahul Kumar. I did my bachelor management studies from Keshama Vidyalaya, University of Delhi, and college day I majorly devote my extracurriculum activities. Firstly, I am the part of my marketing society, and the second thing, I am working on a startup that we are open in the college times, and that is work for the betterment of the student. And the third thing, that I am also the part of a NGO which is working for the upliftment of the society that don't have the facilities of the education. And after my graduation, I work with a startup in which I work for 2 years, and after that I prepare for the cat.
Okay, that's quite interesting. So
Okay.
Rahul, can you tell me your CADS had NMAT, SNAP, SRCC GBO score?
So in my cat I have a 40.1 percentile, and I didn't give the ZET exam. And in my snap exam I have a 75 percentile.
Okay. Can you tell me what went right and what went wrong during this examination for you?
So I prepare very well for this examination, but at the end of the time, I don't devote my actual time for the practice, and I think that is the main flow of my, that is the main reason of my failure. That is, I didn't give my best for my practice, and at the time of exam, I have scored very well in my DI and the quant, but because of my VARC, it properly ruined my entire score. So I majorly lack in the VARC section.
Okay. So
Yes.
Rahul, since you worked in your domain, I wanted to understand what's the motive of doing MBA for you.
So can you repeat? I didn't understand the question.
Okay, Rahul, why do you want to do an MBA at this point?
Okay, sir. Sir, after my graduation, I work with a startup in which I work for 2 years. So after 2 years, we have to shut down that startup because of some market competition. So at very moment, I decided that there is a lack in my education. So I have to pursue MBA. It will boost my practical and some other market knowledge. Then I have to pursue some other business in future. So I have a simple plan that after my graduation, after my MBA, I will work for a company for maybe 4 to 5 years, and then I have to pursue my own startup. So it that experience, so I thought that that's why I failed in my previous startup. That's
Okay.
why I want to do the MBA.
Okay, so Rahul, I wanted to understand since you thought of getting into this MBA and you wanted
Okay.
to explore towards startups and do something on your own, why don't you join any startup in the industry? Why you wanted to do an MBA at this point? Because I believe if you join any startup, you will have that understanding, that clarity, and you'll get to know about the entrepreneurs who are going to teach you. So I believe you should go more towards the startups as compared to MBA.
Okay. Okay. So in my 12th, my father is also a businessman. He work. We have a leather garment factory. So 2 to 4 years very successfully, and he earned a very good amount of money in that startup. But after some time, he also have to shut down his startup, and I very closely observe those things that where he lack, and literally I talk on every single point where he lack. And after my graduation, I also work with some startup, and where I literally understand that you have to be some, you have to be in a where it, at situation in which you have to be some experience, otherwise you don't have any kind of experience, so at then you will be failed in that start. So I think, or it is my personal opinion, that before starting any startup or any business, you have some basic knowledge or basic aspects of market. Otherwise you start anything, at the end you have to be fail, or maybe there is the slight chances of your success, but if you have the experience, then there is the surety that you will be succeed.
Okay. What is
Yes.
your biggest strength and where you use this strength?
Okay, so my biggest strength is I can easily manage, I can easily make the friends. Okay, so if I want to make a friend, anyone, so I can easily make a friend, and it will help me in my future.
Okay. What is the biggest weakness of your life so far?
So lack of discipline, and a little bit communication skills.
Okay. How you overcome this skill set?
So right now, I'm literally working on my discipline issue cause for my CAT preparation. It really helped me cause if you don't have a discipline, then you didn't even complete your syllabus and you don't make a proper strategy for your examination. So in that particular year, I literally a lot about about the discipline and how it work for you. If you don't have a discipline, literally you don't succeed in anything. So literally in that particular year, work for my discipline and my communication skills. Before this 1 year, I literally don't have that much skill that I present my thought in front of anyone. So I work on that and I continuously work on that part.
Okay. What is the biggest achievement of your life so far?
Sir, right now I don't have a proper explanation for this. I working on this question, so I will prepare for this question for the next time.
Okay. What is the biggest failure of your life so far?
So after my graduation, I thought that I have to prepare for CAT in my because financial issue. I am not able to prepare for that. And after my graduation, there is the time when COVID starts. So I properly waste those time in COVID duration. And after COVID, I start for a very small kind of business in which I work on a very ground level. But I thought that if I try for a good opportunity, then I'll get the good opportunity. But I didn't even try for that, and that's that's why I thought that I literally waste my 2 years in this kind of things. And I think this is my one of the biggest failure in my life.
Okay. I'll give an example topic to you. I want to check your critical thinking, decision making, and how do you think spontaneously. As a manager, all these aspects are very important whenever you're handling a team of 3 to 8 people. So the topic is, should India host 2036 Olympics? Your time starts now. You'll get 30 seconds to think about the topic, and you will get 2 minutes and 30 seconds to speak it out. Time starts now. You can use pen and paper to jot down the points.
So what is the topic? India hosts 2026 Olympic.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Go for it.
Okay. So if we want to host a 2026 Olympic, so it literally provide our country a lot of things. Like first thing, it gives us a global reputation cause and it gives us a global reputation. And the second thing, create a lot of job in the market. And the third thing, provide boost to our economy. Like in first point, cause 2010 we host the Commonwealth game. So if we host this kind of game, it creates a credibility that the company have the power to host this kind of big events. So it provides us a global reputation and it emerges like that we have the power to contribute in the global framework. And the second thing, it create a lot of job because I have the example in 2010 Commonwealth game. I I meet a lot of person who don't have the job, but in the Commonwealth game they give the job, but that is not a permanent job. But in a certain time they give a proper job and they give the proper time in which they earn very good amount of money. And third thing, that we can organize this kind of event, so it provides a boost to our economic cause. After this event we earn a lot of money, like we earn on the basis of advertisement and lots of other areas. So it also provide the boost to our economy.
Okay. Rahul, you are from which state?
I am from Delhi.
Can you tell me 3 reasons that one should not visit Delhi?
The first is the population pollution. there is the huge pollution and we don't have a proper solution regarding this. And second thing, in the summertime there is the huge traffic on the roads if you have your own vehicle, so it is really hard to visit anywhere. And the third thing, there is the a lot of population in the Delhi. If you don't find any privacy in any place, if you don't have your own place in Delhi.
Okay. So Rahul, how do you handle stress and pressure?
So first of all, if there is the situation in which I feel the pressure, first of all, I found the core of the problem, and then if easily found the core of the problem, then I can handle the problem, because this is not a hard to find a solution. The main thing is that you have to find a core of that problem. So I think I can easily manage that situation.
Okay. Uh, since you mentioned that you wanted to understand the core of the problem, can you
Yeah.
elaborate with an example to me?
Okay, sir. So, like, I'm a manager of a company, and my sales continuously decline, and we don't have the actual reason for why our sales is decline. So, I have to sit with my team, and we properly find the reason where we lack. Like, there is the competition issue, there is the pricing issue, there is the marketing issue. So, what is the main reason for the failure of the sales? And once we find out the main reason, like, we have the because our competitors supply the same product with a lower price range, so we have to rectify our pricing strategy. And then once we find out the core of the problem, then we can easily manage or a strategy to find that issue or to solve that issue.
Okay. If you get a chance to come into the campus, what kind of specialization that you wanted to choose?
So finance.
What is finance?
So finance, to manage your finance or manage your money that is available for you.
Okay. So can you tell me something about budget? Like budget just came into the market. So
Yeah.
what went right and what went wrong when it comes to middle class as well as bottom pyramid of the table when I look at a budget?
Okay. So in budget, like, there is the simple thing, if I can explain in a layman terms, like, if you want to buy anything, so before you buy, you have to set a budget for anything. Like, if you want to buy a mobile and house, so first of all, before planning this kind of thing, first of all, you have to plan entire thing, and then create a budget for that that I have this kind of budget, and what kind of facility that I get in that particular amount of budget.
What is working capital?
So working capital that we are that is working capital is a capital that we are use on the daily purpose of the business, like inventory and the operations. Cause there is the two type of capital. The first one is the fixed capital and the second capital. If we minus current assets to current cap if we minus current assets to current liability, then we get the working capital.
Okay. What are the four financial statements?
Or financial statement. The first one is the balance sheet, and the second one is the cash flow statement, and the third one is the profit and loss statement, and the fourth one, sir, I don't recall right now the fourth one.
Okay. Income statement.
Income
Uh,
statement.
so can you tell me which one is better, equity or debt?
Sir, that is depend on the situation to situation. Like, if I have a startup, I have full potential, and I know that I can easily debt. So majorly, I prefer debt rather than equity. Because if I provide my equity to anyone, so they have the option to manipulate my future decisions. So preferably, I mainly prefer debt. And if I want a mentor to expand my business, so at that very moment, I choose equity. To if I give the equity to some person, so I can get the money, and along with money I also get some very valuable advice to expand my business. So that depend on situation to situation.
Okay. What is EBITDA?
EBITDA, earning before interest and tax. If the amount, there is the which you uh, in which you deduct your all the expenses and tax, and after that you get the amount that is called that EBITDA, earning before interest and tax.
Okay. So once you are done with the MBA, what is your dream profile?
So after MBA, I thought or I have a plan that during my MBA I have to pursue CFA, and after MBA I have to join a company in which I want position like a equity research analyst.
Okay. What's your opinion regarding investment banking?
Opinion, sir, I think investment banking is a very good branch of finance in which they provide finance to upcoming startup, and I think investment banking is very crucial for a development of a company, because there is a very small kind of startup, they don't have the money but they have a very good idea. So I think if investment banking fund those startup in a seed funding round, so it is very easy for them to devote their major money in the research and development, and because of this maybe India get a very good outcomes in the future. So I think investment banking is a very good option for any developing country.
Okay. What is GDP?
Gross domestic product,
Okay. What is growth rate?
the growth rate, we can like we are a company or if we are a country, so we can measure our growth rate on the basis of previous years, and the current growth rate of India is 6.3 or 6.8. I'm not sure regarding that.
Okay. What is inflation?
So inflation, when the price of a commodity suddenly increase, that is known as a inflation.
Okay. What is the inflation rate of India?
So right now there is the RBI guidelines that we have to follow the is the standard rate of 2% of inflation rate, and we adjust to 4% of, oh sorry, 4 or maybe 2 to 4% of recession rate, in which we accept the +2 or -2 range. And I think there is the I think right now the inflation rate is 4.5 something.
Okay. What are your short-term and long-term goals if you get a chance to come into our campus?
So my long term goal is to pursue CFA and then join as a equity research analyst, and after working that particular sector I have a plan that I have to open my own equity research organization, and my long term goal is to gain as much as knowledge from that campus, cause this 2 years is very precious for me, and I get the exposure to meet one of the finest brains in India, cause the peer group is the toppers, and the professors are very good and they have a knowledge, they have a robust knowledge. So in those years I literally want to enjoy those years, and my sole purpose in those 2 years is to gain as much as knowledge as I can.
Okay. So if I look at the industry structure, like there are IIMs, there are IITs, there are private B schools. Why do you really want to join SRC GBO? Why not other B
Sir,
schools?
I Okay, sir, I have a multiple converts. Like I have a three converts from Symbiosis, and I also apply for Delhi School of Economics, and I also apply for the SRCC GBO. This all college has their own specialization and own benefit. Like Symbiosis is a properly B school, and I convert school in which I get the international business conversion. So I literally want to pursue the international business. Okay, but the Symbiosis hold their own reputation and the SRCC hold their own reputation. But if I convert the SRCC GBO exam, so majorly I give the priority to the SRCC. The first point is the ROI, return of investment, because I paid 25 lakhs in and I have to pay 2.3 lakhs in the SRCC. And the second thing, the legacy SRCC holds is the 100 years of old legacy, and the alumni network you get in the SRCC in Symbiosis that I convert those colleges, those are the 30 to 35 years old. So there is the gap, 35 years of legacy, and there is the 100 years of legacy. And the second thing is the return on investment, and the third thing is the robust alumni network that SRCC provides me. So I have multiple options, and literally after this conversion, I think in a very severe manner, and I talk a lot of my seniors, and then I decide which college is perfect for me.
Okay. What are the clubs and committee which are present there in SRC GBO?
What's up?
What are the clubs and committee which are present there in SRC GBO?
So there is the placement committee, there is the consulting club, and there is the marketing club in SRCC, and there is the right now I'll recall this thing.
Okay, no worries. How do you handle, let's say if there's a hypothetical situation given to you, right? Let's say you went into corporate, right? And you are one of the closest friend of yours has breached the data, and you are the only one who knows about the data, right? And the data
Okay,
was very confidential.
okay.
What are the ethical actions that you're gonna take in that situation?
So can you repeat the question again?
Let's say you went into corporate, right?
Okay,
Once you get into the corporate, you realize that the situation are not good, right? And
okay,
one of your closest friend has breached the data. The data was very
okay,
confidential. You are the only one
okay,
who knows about the data. What
okay,
you gonna do in that situation? What are the
okay.
ethical actions that you're gonna take?
Okay, so sir, if I get the campus placement, okay, so I'll simply trust that company cause they trust a fresher and give a very good package. So it is my literally the person, it is my closest friend. It doesn't matter for me cause my main object is to serve for the company. Company's interest is everything for me. If the person's interest also align my company's interest, then I don't complain regarding that cause that is the confidential data. I know very well. But if it harm my company's core value and my company's integrity and don't harm my any client, then that is okay for me. But if it harm 1% of my company's interest, then I simply object that person and raise a complaint regarding him.
Okay, that's quite interesting. So Rahul, I have some questions for you, right? First
Sure.
question is, who is the head of Niti Aayog?
Sir, last time when I read that there is the Amitabh Kant, who is the SEPRA for the G20 summit, and I think that time he is the chairman of the Niti Aayog. Right now, I am not properly sure about that.
Okay, who is the RBI governor?
RBI governor, the last governor is the Shaktikant Das. Shaktikant Das, and there is the new governor who is appointed recently, and his name is. He's the IS officer. I think his surname is Mishra, and I Tosin Tosin Mishra, maybe Tosin Mishra, but I didn't actually recall the his proper name.
What is the meaning of your name, Rahul?
Sir Rahul, the meaning of the name is uh, conqueror of misery. The first meaning of my name is a conqueror of the misery, and the second thing, first the first son of Gautam Buddha's, his name is also Rahula. So Rahul is belong to the name of Rahula.
Okay. So Rahul, I just wanted to understand your opinion regarding feminism. What do you think about it?
Feminism.
Yes.
Okay, sir, I have very different opinion in the feminism because right now there is a very clutter in the market. The girls who literally don't know the actual meaning of the feminism, and they literally thought that if they are earning and they give a proper freedom, so they think that they are superior for the other person. And the other girls I also know those girls who literally don't have the resources and don't have the money, and they pursue their dreams like Mary Kom, Lata Mangeshkar ji, and the lots of other girls. Literally, they are the I for the feminism. Like Susmita Sen is the Miss World, and I literally read her speech when he become the Miss World. Literally, she don't have the proper money to buy a dress. He go to a local market and buy some pieces of the cloth, and he own stitch that dress, and he perform on the Miss World platform. So these kind of example are very best and suited for the feminism. Feminism means to me to provide resources and other facilities to those girls who literally want to shine in the market, and they literally don't get this kind of resources. So I think this is feminism mean to me.
Okay. Recently, Delhi elections has happened, right? So, what do you
Yes, sir.
think? What went right and what went wrong when it comes to BJP?
Sir, I think the win for the BJP is majorly not the win for the BJP, is the loss for the AAP. Cause I vote for the AAP two times, and literally in the first term of AAP, they literally do the very good things in the market, and they work for the school, they work for the colleges, and they provide good DTC service and lots of other things they provide in their first term of governance. But in the second term, I think our CM has some kind of ego or some issue. In second term, his speeches are not too good cause he not connect with the actual public, those who vote for him. Like me, I didn't even understand his any of the speech after his second term. So I think that it is not the win for the BJP, it is the mainly failure for the AAP, cause in their second term he don't give his full efforts. And in second term, I found out that the AAP government made a lot of scams, like there is the largely Yodna scam, and there is the tussle between central and state regarding on the budget of Delhi Jal Board. But they have a sufficient amount for the Delhi Jal Board. I don't know why they start this kind of fight on the central and the state basis. And there is a lots of other scam also come in the market, like the Sheesh Mahal that Arvind Kejriwal made for his own benefit, and lots of other things that are the main reason for the failure of the AAP and not for the win for the BJP.
Okay. Can you give me instance where you lead a team from front?
So in my college days, we conduct multiple events, and mainly I am the representative of the marketing society, in which we conduct a event that is called CEO, in which we invite other school student, those who are in the 11th or 12th school, those who are in the 11th or 12th class. We invite those students who comes in our, and we give them a proper knowledge regarding our course, what our course is, what our course provide to you, and after our BMS, what you get in the market. And after this, we arrange multiple events. Like I am the one who hosts the event, like stock market is mock stock competition. Literally, I'm the only one who give this idea to my class at that time, and they literally impressed with that idea. Cause in the mock stock game, we properly arrange a stock market scenario in which you can buy any stock and sell, and the one who have the lots of money in the end, that the winner of that game. So in that event, I am the main host of that event, and I properly game very easily, and I made a coordination with the all the teams and all the societies of the college.
Okay. Can you tell me why stock market is depleting day by day? Why there's so much volatility in the stock market
Right now or normally?
right now?
Right now. So the first reason is the reciprocal tariff that is imposed by the US government to the other countries. And after the reciprocal tariff, that China also added those tariff, and he also imposed the 34% tariff on the US. So it creates the panic in the market, and I think it will be a result of the recession. And one of the most famous economics, like one person from the BlackRock, says that we are already in the recession, and I he also said that it's it will be a long if Donald Trump won't change his tariff policy. So I think the main reason is the tariff policy that created by the Donald Trump. It made the very panic situation in the market, and because of that issue, the market is volatile, and no investor want to invest in the any countries. So that is the main reason for that.
Okay. Rahul, I wanted to understand, are you a team person or individual person?
Sir, that is depend on the situation. If I am the only person in the team and I have the task, so I sincerely give my 100%. And if I am in the team, so I have this entire team that which work which work once want to done, and I can easily distribute the part of the work, and we can manage the work very easily. I think that that is depend on the situation to situation.
Okay. Okay. Understood. Last three questions from my side. First one is, why should we select you?
So maybe I don't have a good academics, maybe I have a lots of issues like discipline issues and communication issue. But literally to crack this examination, sir, I work hard. I work a lot on myself. And if you compare me to other candidates, those who have a consistent good score, so they prepare for this examination, and if they have a good, if they have a very good previous academics, so they are a very good student. I'm a below average or average kind of person. So for cracking sorry sir, for cracking this exam, I made a lot of hard work rather than those person who have the good scores. And literally my determination, and literally I want to learn from that prestigious teachers. And I have to assure you that I made a I I don't degrade your name and your legacy. I put my proper efforts and all the things that I have and that I knowledge to pursue and to take forward to your legacy and your name.
Okay. Who is the Chief Minister of Kerala?
Chief Minister of Kerala is the multiple state in the south, and I know the name of the most of the CM, but I literally confused between the which state and which CM is. I think there is the Pinarayi which is the CM of Kerala, but I am not sure.
Okay. Uh, Last question from my side. How MBA is going to help you in the upcoming days for you?
Okay, sir. So I have to pursue. I want to join a firm in which I want a position like a I want a position of equity research analyst. If I do the MBA, it is very easy to cause I MBA provide me a bridge to cover up those distance in 2 years of gap. If I don't do the MBA, I also if I won't do the MBA, then I also pursue as a certificate as a sorry sir, okay. So if I don't do the MBA, I also want to take that responsibility, and it takes some more time. But if I do the MBA, it short that time. So if I do the MBA, it provide me a bridge and it save my a lot of time. Otherwise I have to achieve my goal at anyhow. It doesn't matter for me that if I did it my MBA or not. But if I did it, it save my a lot of time, and it won't, and I have then it takes some more years. That's all.
Okay. That's it from my side. Do any questions for me?
No, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. So, Rahul, I'll tell you some things that you need to keep in mind while going for interview. Though this was your
Yes,
first interview, I'll rate you. I have almost taken 1,800 interviews. So I'll rate you last 500 to 600 people. There are a lot of things that you need to improve it. First one is repetition, right? Don't repeat the sentences word again and again. Speak clearly. Complete the sentences properly. Then use verbs. If you're talking about any verbs, use different verbs. Work on the filters, right? I'll tell you one thing that you need to keep in mind. Filters means so in addition, in my opinion, also adding to that point, adding to my opinion. So all these things, uh, whenever you're talking about these words, right, use better filters.
okay.
Why MBA? Whenever you ask regarding why MBA, have a strong answer regarding that question, right? If I was in place of you, my answer would have been, so I wanted to do an MBA to learn how people process project at work large scale. MBA is a logical forward movement for my life. By doing an MBA, I want to improve my skill set in terms of strategy thinking, decision making, and problem solving. I wanted to understand more about global business trends by doing an MBA. I want to expose to us to various specialized such as marketing, finance, operation, product management. I wanted to develop leadership skills, experiential learning, and real work case study by doing an MBA. I wanted to build, manage, and scale my own business. By MBA is logical forward movement for me to learn about various business functions. I wanted to drive innovation through business models, products, and services. I wanted to build a extensive alumni network by doing an MBA. An MBA will expose me to live project, internship, case competitions. So this is what you need to mention it, right? Then second thing is whenever you're talking about achievement, right? Have a strong understanding that what is your biggest achievement, right? Can't tell the interviewer, I don't have any answer for it. It creates a negative
Okay.
perception of yours, right? Secondly, listen to the interviewer. If you're not a good listener, you're not going to be become better manager. Take time, pause, process your thoughts, then make answer. Work on your communication route first of all, right? Work on your spontaneous thinking. uh, I since you are making sentence correction, you're see sentence correction is a basic thing, right? Improve your vocabulary. I asked you an extempo topic just to understand how do you think spontaneously. In SRC GB, it happens that they will definitely give you an extempo topic. If you fumble there, you're out of the race, right? I asked you regarding that lady, and you're talking about, you were giving an example where you're mentioning he as compared to she, right? Improve on it, right? Work more towards vocabulary. Make the answers short. Your answers were very long, right? Bring clarity and maturity in the answers, which you lacked during this interview. I'll suggest you one thing, Rahul. In my YouTube, just go to bottom side of my YouTube channel. I posted mock interviews of the student, right? Watch these mock
Okay.
interviews. Once you will have a better clarity that how these people have cleared the interviews, right? How these people have made the answers whenever you are asked regarding biggest achievement or biggest strength. See, in terms of strength, talk about problem solving, decision making, communication, leadership, resilience, strategy thinking, right? In terms of achievement, you can talk about uh, you know uh, any leadership experience that you had. Talk about entrepreneurship, how you lead a team, how you scaled a business. Talk about how have been a ranker in your organization. Talk about how you impacted set of people, right? Talk about the social impact that you create on a different set of people, right? So all these things should come into the picture. Understood?
Okay.
Right? So right now you have to do three things. First one is go to my YouTube channel. In At the bottom side of it, I have shared almost 60 to 80 mock experiences, mock interview experience of the students. Watch all these mock interview experiences. It will take one day whole, right? Secondly, take phone, uh, talk to camera, talk to phone, talk to friend, that how your answers are coming out, right? So once you talk and speak in front of camera as well as uh, uh, your friend, you will got better understanding that your answers are going not going in the right direction, or your answers are going direction where it is not creating a strong impact on the person, right? Add
Okay.
management jargons while making the answers, which you lacked. uh, I realize that, see, if you're talking about any point, right, be crisp, clear, concise. Don't be too much. I have seen many times you're doing too much. It creates negative
Yes.
perception of yours in front of the interviewer, right? Speak to the point, speak to the thought, right? If you ask like, what is your name? Don't tell the interviewer that my name is Rahul Kharwar, then something, something, right? Just talk about Rahul, right? So this is what my feedback right now. Just work on the things which I told you. And one framework that I would like to mention you at the end of this interview, which is STAR framework: situation, task, analyze, risk. What was the situation? What was the task that you did in that situation? How you analyze the situation? What was the risk, result, reward that you get out of that situation? This framework you should use whenever you are asked regarding any business opinion. You can use one framework, which is SWOT analysis: strength, weaknesses, threat, opportunities of a business. What is the strength of that business? What are the opportunities that are available in the business? What is the threat to that business? And lastly, if interviewer asks you, do you have any questions for me? Show interview that you are more excited towards interview. You really wanted that college. Ask interview that. So since I was scrolling through my YouTube channel, I was also going through your college profile. Can you elaborate more about what are the opportunities that I'm going to get in the campus? So could you elaborate more about summer internships at your campus? Sir, how I can become a better version of myself? Sir, what are the skill set that I should gain before coming to your campus, right? So these are the three, four set of questions that you can ask to the interviewer. Mr.
Okay.
Rahul? Yes.
Okay.
Okay, then all the best to you, Rahul. Whatever things which
I
I
have a
told,
one question
yes.
that if interviewer asked me that for you this seat, so I don't find any suitable answer for this question. To according to you, what is the best answer for this question?
Which question?
Why we offer you this seat?
Okay. Why should we select you? So tell the
Yeah.
intro that, sir, I'm a people's person. So coming from a background where I learned the nuance of business, I believe that I'll be the best person to your campus when it comes to understanding the business very well. So you should select me because I'm a team person. I enjoy working in a team. Whenever this situation happens where I have to use my critical thinking, decision making, I'll be the best person. I'll give my 100% bet. So you should select me because whenever we are working on case studies, it is very important to have a different point of view. I'll bring that point of view. So you should select me because the clubs and committee which are present in the campus, I'll be the best person to take part in that clubs and make it as a brand so that all the other B schools will follow SRCC GBO.
Okay, okay, sir.
Understood? Yeah. All the best to you, Rahul. Come for the next interview. I'll share the timing and details soon.
Sure.